From 10,000 warriors who never died in ancient Persia, to the severed head of Cyrus the Great, drowned in blood by a vengeful queen, and the Chinese general who buried 400,000 prisoners alive. These are the 12 legendary warriors and military units of Asia, the Persian Immortals. Between 550 and 330 BCE, the Immortals formed the elite heavy infantry of the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Their name came from a terrifying rule. Their numbers were never allowed to drop below 10,000. If one warrior fell, another immediately took his place. To enemies, it appeared as if the unit was literally immortal. They served as the personal guard of the great king, and as the Empire's frontline shock force, armed with long spears tipped with counterweights shaped like apples, capable of crushing skulls and protected by shimmering bronze-scale armour, they marched as a wall of death. The Immortals advanced behind clouds of arrows, firing in disciplined volleys while maintaining tight formations. Entire cities surrendered at the mere sight of them. In 480 BCE, King Xerxes sent them against the Spartans at Thermopylae. Though they faced fierce resistance, their reputation as an unstoppable force endured for generations. Their true power was psychological. The name Immortals itself became a weapon. Defeating them meant nothing. Tomorrow 10,000 would stand again. Victory against them was never final. The empire always returned whole. Tomyris, the warrior queen. Around 530 BCE, Tomyris ruled the Massagetai, a nomadic Scythian people of Central Asia. When Cyrus the Great attempted to conquer her lands, he first captured her son through deception. After her son's death, Tomyris sent a chilling message to the Persian king. "I will give you your fill of blood." Her warriors were fierce mounted archers and axe fighters, described by Herodotus as savage and relentless. In the decisive battle, Tomyris personally led her forces against the Persians. Cyrus, the conqueror of Babylon and founder of the Persian Empire, was killed in combat. One of history's greatest emperors fell to a steppe queen. The myth of Persian invincibility shattered. According to legend, Tomyris ordered Cyrus's body beheaded and placed his severed head into a wineskin filled with human blood, declaring that she had fulfilled her vow. Renaissance artists later immortalized the scene, turning an act of brutal revenge into lasting art. One of history's earliest female empire slayers, Bai Qi, the human butcher. Between 332 and 257 BC, during China's Warring States period, Bai Qi served the state of Qin for over 3 decades. He conquered 73 cities and never lost a recorded battle. A cold strategist, he mastered sieges, encirclements, and psychological terror. His campaigns caused over 1 million enemy casualties, earning him the nickname the Human Butcher. His most infamous act came at the Battle of Changping in 260 BC. After forcing the Zhao army to surrender, Bai Qi ordered the execution of approximately 400,000 unarmed prisoners, buried alive by his troops. This was not mindless cruelty. Qin could not feed or guard so many prisoners, and releasing them meant facing them again. Bai Qi chose absolute terror. From that moment on, surrendering to him meant certain death. Entire states lost the will to resist. Victory at any cost. JING, the tragic assassin. In 227 BC, JING was sent by Prince Dan of Yan to assassinate Yingzheng, king of Qin, later the first emperor of China. Disguised as an envoy, JING brought false gifts, a traitor's severed head and a rolled map. Hidden inside the map was a poisoned dagger. As the king examined the map, JING revealed the blade and lunged, grabbing the king's sleeve. Yingzheng barely escaped, tearing free and running around a pillar while the assassin chased him inside the throne hall. No guards could intervene in time. JING threw the dagger in desperation, but missed. The king struck back, mortally wounding JING. For a few seconds, the fate of China balanced on a single blade. Had JING succeeded, there would have been no first emperor, no unified Great Wall, and no Qin dynasty. His failed attempt became a timeless symbol of suicidal courage in Chinese culture. KHALID ibn al-WALID. Born around 585 BC, KHALID ibn al-WALID became one of history's greatest commanders under the Rashidun Caliphate. Known as the Sword of God, he fought in over 100 battles without a single defeat. He first fought against Muhammad, then converted and became Islam's most feared general. A master of speed and maneuver, KHALID led legendary desert marches, once covering nearly 1,500 kilometers in 5 days to surprise enemy forces. At the Battle of Yarmouk in 636 CE, he annihilated a vastly larger Byzantine army, ending Roman dominance in Syria. His victories shattered both Byzantine and Sassanid Persian power. Despite a lifetime of warfare, KHALID died peacefully in bed. On his deathbed, he lamented never achieving martyrdom. "I sought death on the battlefield," he said, "yet I die like an old camel." An undefeated warrior denied a warrior's death. The Hashashin, From 1090 to 1275 AC, the Hashashin were a secretive Nizari Ismaili sect operating from mountain fortresses like Alamut. Founded by Hassani Saba, they specialized in targeted political assassinations. Their name gave rise to the word assassin itself. For nearly 2 centuries, they eliminated viziers, governors, crusader leaders, and kings. In 1192, 2 Hashashin killed Conrad of Montferrat, king of Jerusalem, in broad daylight. Even Saladin narrowly escaped multiple attempts. No ruler felt safe. They accepted death after missions, without resistance, willing to die for the cause. Their reign ended when the Mongols destroyed Alamut in 1256, yet their legacy lives on, proof that a dagger in the dark can outweigh 1,000 swords in daylight. Subotai, the war dog. Living from 1176 to 1248 AC, Subotai was Genghis Khan's most brilliant commander. In over 20 major campaigns, he defeated 65 armies and subdued 32 nations, from East Asia to Central Europe. Born a commoner, he rose purely by merit. In 1241, Subotai coordinated the destruction of Polish and Hungarian armies at Legnica and Mohi within days, despite operating hundreds of kilometers apart. At the Kalka River in 1223, he feigned retreat for 9 days, then annihilated a Russian force 4 times his size. At Mohi, Subotai used siege catapults in open field battle, bombarding infantry to break formations before cavalry charges. No one had done this before. His innovations expanded the Mongol Empire into the largest contiguous empire in history. Tomoe Gozen. Living in the late 12th century, Tomoe Gozen, an Onna Bugeisha, a female samurai who fought in the Genpei War. Described in the tale of the Heike as beautiful, fearless, and worth 1,000 warriors, she served Minamoto no Yoshinaka. At the Battle of Owazu in 1184, she charged vastly superior forces. She famously defeated and beheaded Honda no Morishige, a powerful enemy leader, presenting his head as a trophy. She killed another renowned warrior the same day. When Yoshinaka was surrounded, he ordered Tomoe to flee so he could die without watching her fall. She vanished from history. Some say she became a nun. Tomoe lives on as Japan's ultimate warrior woman. The Shinobi, ninjas. Between the 15th and 16th centuries, the Shinobis, later known as ninjas, served as spies, saboteurs, and assassins. Unlike samurai, they rejected rigid honor codes. Poison, disguise, deception. Everything was permitted. Hattori Hanzo, the most famous shinobi leader, rescued Tokugawa Ieyasu through enemy territory using secret routes and ambushes. This act helped secure Japan's unification under the Tokugawa shogunate. Nicknamed Devil Hanzo, he mastered silent swordsmanship, chain weapons, and night combat. Ninjas used fear as much as steel. Though myths exaggerate their powers, real shinobi were terrifyingly effective humans. NARESUAN the Great. Born in 1555, NARESUAN became king of Ayutthaya, modern Thailand, and liberated Siam from Burmese domination. In 1593, facing invasion, he challenged the Burmese crown prince Mingi Swa to single combat atop war elephants. Before 2 armies, the elephants charged. Blades clashed from mounted platforms. NARESUAN struck the decisive blow, killing Mingi Swa with his spear. The Burmese army collapsed. Siam's independence was secured. The duel is so revered that January 18th is celebrated as Thai Armed Forces Day. 2 kings fighting atop elephants remains one of history's most dramatic displays of honour. Prithviraj Chauhan. Ruling in the late 12th century, Prithviraj Chauhan was a Rajput king famed for archery. He defeated Muhammad Ghori in 1191 but was captured the following year and executed, marking the start of Islamic rule in northern India. According to legend, Ghori blinded Prithviraj but allowed him one final demonstration. Guided by his bard Chand Bardai, Prithviraj used Shabdabhedi Ban, sound-guided archery, to shoot Ghori through the voice alone. Historians debate the story's truth, but the legend endures. Even defeated, Prithviraj achieved final glory, choosing death on his terms, LAPU-LAPU. On April 27, 1521, LAPU-LAPU led warriors on Mactan Island against Ferdinand Magellan. Armed with bamboo spears, shields, and Campilan swords, they refused conversion or tribute. Spanish gunfire failed in shallow reefs. Magellan was wounded by poisoned arrows and surrounded. LAPU-LAPU's men killed him on the beach, ending the expedition and delaying Spanish colonization for decades. LAPU-LAPU became the Philippines' first national hero, proving local resistance can defeat global empires. LAPU-LAPU proved determination defeats technology. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See what's next. From the Black Tigers conducting over 330 suicide attacks in Sri Lanka's civil war, to Sayeret Matkal rescuing 102 hostages in Uganda thousands of miles from home, and South Korea's 707th Special Mission Group securing the 1988 Olympics with a 90% training failure rate. These are the 12 deadliest special forces of Asia.